And speaking on Revelation 2 and 10, we know right now with Nero back in office, and the fact that he's bringing back capital punishment, firing squads, he wants to create more prisons, encampments to throw people in. So the persecution is going to be up for this administration. And right now, his first target is so-called immigrants, illegal immigrants, or people with criminal offenses, repeated offenses or whatever.
Yeah.
And he wants to basically banish you if you're guilty. I did a lesson a few days ago going into how eventually, when this whole system is finalized and is instituted to where they're going to demand for everybody to come up under it, if you refuse, they're going to treat you worse than they treat the immigrants.
Yeah.
You're going to get worse treatment.
Because you're criminal.
Because now you're a criminal because you're not coming up under our authority.
That mark, the image of the beast.
They can strip away your citizenship.
Yeah.
You no longer have legal status because you refuse to involve yourself or volunteer to come up under this beast system. Like he wants to own you. He wants to possess you.
Yeah. He has all kinds of loopholes in his laws where he could just strip away every last one of your rights, man.
Yep.
You have no rights here. It's all privileges.
Yeah.
So, what we already see how easy it is for him to, with the power of the pen, strip away people's rights.
Yeah.
So how much more when they really get draconian out here and start implementing harsh laws,
When he signed that law in, shit, it just was enforced like that, man.
Just like that.
It wasn't no fucking waiting 3 months, then you go get him.
Right.
ICE go get him. Nah, shit, the next day, ICE was on motherfucking on Jake ass.
Okay.
Just like that, he created panic, chaos, fear, which is it's what they want. They want to keep us in fear, man.
Yeah, he as soon as they went into, as soon as he signed, shit getting cut off.
Or threatening to cut off.
Getting threatened to be cut off. Yeah, man. He's moving the needle, man. Getting shit done. And the Lord is the one that's allowing him to do it.
I just want to add to what you're saying. Even just talking about every other politician, he did the same move. It just, he don't give a shit to try to act like he's doing something else. He didn't go play golf as soon as he got in office and go chill and let the country figure it out. Nah, he was there on day one in the Oval Office, had them lined up, ready to go. And last time he was the 6th of November, the day after he got elected. Motherfucker was signing shit. He didn't wait to get to the White House or inaugurate it. So we already know through the Spirit, the Heavenly Father got him really working hard. Got him going to try to push this agenda that they trying to get accomplished. You got something?
That pen, that sharp ass pen, that's the snake fang right there.
Yeah. That's Esau. He kind of flexing his sword using that pen.
Yeah.
Because he can sign your rights away. You think you got rights? Okay, let me sign them. He don't got to get up and send nobody over there. He could just sign some shit. And you jacked up. Have you paying more taxes, inflation, taking away whatever rights you think you got? Well, just signing some shit. And then if you buck up, then eventually that's when Esau's going to revert back to what he knows best, that physical sword.
I got a precept and then I got a definition. Read that Revelation that brothers is speaking on, Revelation 2 and 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried."
Yeah, the devil basically represents Esau Edom, which is the powers that be. Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. Because he has power over the planet Earth, man. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So Esau is that devil, Satan. Go ahead.
"And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life."
Yeah, so Esau gonna cast some elect in the chambers, man, in the prison houses, man.
Yeah.
You know, the concentration camps. You know, we get into. You know, the concentration camps where martial law is established. You know, you're gonna throw a lot of Jake in them concentration camps. And I don't think they're like individual cells. They're just like, you know, big ass, you know, cordoned off compartments. You know, be like 100, 200 Jake. That's what that movie Siege, right? That movie Siege, it was a whole lot of people, you know.
With Denzel Washington?
Yeah, locked up, yeah. It was a whole lot of, like a big ass pit, you know,
it was,
people.
Like a confined space with high chain link fences
Right.
with barbed wire on top, but to make sure people can't get in or get out.
The cool part about that was it was in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like secluded far out nowhere. So they could put a concentration camp right in the middle of your hood.
No.
You know?
Yeah,
right in
turn
the
your fucking Walmart into a concentration camp.
A lot of those businesses that closed down, that got wiped out, that's gonna end up being a place of captivity, man.
Put like 500-700
or
thousand Jake in one area.
stadiums also.
Nobody didn't think about this one. Shopping malls.
Yeah.
A lot of them are already empty.
A lot of them have basements.
Vacant, yeah.
You got all that.
All that vacant space.
Airports.
All they gotta do is just set up watchtowers around them.
Like they got World War II.
Yeah. That's all they gotta do.
Well, he's already opened up Guantanamo Bay.
Yep.
And that's one of the most notorious torture camps ever, man. You know?
They'll force feed your ass through a tube and shit over there.
Border boards, you know.
So the definition real quick. This is the definition of treason, which goes into what Revelation 2 is talking about, but also Salaki. Revelation 2, but also when it says how those that would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed.
Hey, there's the water too, man. Yeah, the prophecies. Go ahead.
That's it. This is the definition or the etymology of the word treason. It says the betrayal of trust, disloyalty, a breach of faith. So this man wants to be the Most High. He wants you to pledge your allegiance unto him by way of your actions, by way of you showing that you worship in him. So, and then the goalpost keeps moving too by way of his laws. So he's going to decide what causes you to be considered disloyal or unfaithful unto him.
Just like he can control what's disinformation.
Yep.
You know, he just controls the narrative. He controls what is hate.
Yep.
He changed the definition of what hate is. Or if you say something truthful but it hurt his feelings, that's hate.
Yeah.
Or he changed the definition of what sim is.
That's the start of it.
Anti-shimmy is, really.
You can't even criticize them.
Yep. No matter what they do.
Yeah.
No matter what they do,
They
you
can
can't
pillage,
even criticize them.
kill, and
And
don't
then
matter.
it's gonna be
You're
so
all right.
it's gonna be so unrighteous. Those laws is you may not even have said nothing recently. It may be an old post from 8 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's gonna come up and they're gonna bring it to you and it's gonna bring you charges.
Man, like the brother said, you could speak actual facts and say, well, this is what anti-sim or anti-shim means. They still hate.
Yep.
Say, what about these people? These are Shemites, and it's all hate speech. Because this devil's in control, he's in power. So he can say what's truth and what's not truth. But only the elect is going to really understand what the actual truth is.
Right.
You know, because the other people are going to be blinded by the bullshit of Esau. Blinded by the media, blinded by shit on social media, blinded by false prophets.
Yep.
You know, it's like it, bro.
Their mind ain't gonna be sharp because of the conditions that's on the earth. But they said there's a saying that says, if you want to know who's in power, know who you can't speak against. You can't criticize. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody was reading.
You arrange your definition and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm done on mine.
Got something? Okay.
This is Revelation 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him to take that sat thereon to take the peace from the earth, and they that should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
You can break it down.
Yeah, come. So the person that's sitting on that power that power seat is Esau. And a great sword was given to him, and actually power to be able to take everything away, like all the resources. He has the power to do that. And that's what the Lord gave him. And here, a great sword represents that thermonuclear bomb that he got.
Let me ask you something. When was that power given to him?
In Genesis, when his father Isaac gave it to him.
That's exactly what I was thinking. When he would have dominion on the earth.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that he should live by the sword. So that to this day, he lives by the sword, especially when he don't get his way.
So when people oppose, the brother was saying, when people oppose his laws, he has the force to go and really truly threaten your life.
Yeah, that's what stroke of the pen.
With the stroke of a pen. Hey, go send the soldiers out, take them to jail. Now your life is over. The living life is over. Now you're in a state of captivity, which ain't living. But he can also take your spirit out of your body too.
Yeah.
You know, he can do that. We don't know if that's going to be a Saul camp at Guantanamo or whatever. We don't know how they're going to do it. But we know people will be beheaded. Thus said the scriptures.
They're gonna. A lot of the people that go into those camps, they going in there to die.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They not going in there to wait it out. They gonna kill them, and then they gonna pack some more people in there.
Yeah, that's what they want to do anyway. We know that the
Yeah.
Georgia Guidestones want to find people to get rid of.
I don't think they got a parole board.
Right.
No.
Right.
Hey, like remember back in that movie The Siege, there was times when they was taking people, they was taking some of those Ishmaelites,
Yeah.
and they would take them into a room and interrogate them. And then like who was it, Bruce Willis,
Yep.
he was what, the captain?
Yeah. He was
General.
General. He was a
yeah.
general.
Yep.
And he went in with old boy, and he's asking him questions, and he wouldn't talk to him.
Yep.
And then you saw the scene. He leaves out of the room and closes the door, and all you hear is, ah!
Yeah.
He in there getting tortured.
Yep.
Waterboard.
They was in there torturing.
Was that shit waterboard?
You did that?
I don't know, but I know that's one
No,
of the
I
torture
think
techniques.
they cut something off or
Right,
something.
gave him a Colombian manicure, man.
Yeah.
Taking the nails off your fingers.
Probably cut his rod in half. or some
Just
shit.
imagine, and look,
Yeah, that's
for
what you
us,
supposed to be doing, man.
yeah, and for us, just imagine the tortures that went on with the Maccabees.
Right.
Those were tough.
Right.
Yo, think about the tortures that went on with the 12,
Yep.
except for John the Revelator.
Yeah. They tried to get him.
Man, they crucified him upside down.
Boiled him.
So we had boiled him, filleted him.
Yeah.
One was shot with it's almost like it was in that time the ancient
Firing
squad where they just all shot arrows at him. Or one of the, I forgot which one of the disciples it was. Apostles.
Now, speaking of John the Revelator, why didn't he die? Yeah, why? But why? Huh? Yeah, why not? That's what I'm asking. Because he had to receive the revelation,
Yeah.
book of Revelations. Exactly. See,
Matter
so
of fact,
that's
they
the power of the
deported him.
Father.
Yeah.
He got deported
To an island.
Yeah. He was basically ancient Guantanamo Bay.
It's not new. The deportation, that shit ain't new.
Right.
Our people been getting deported, man.
Yeah.
Claudius Caesar deported Judah
yeah.
out of Rome.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. Deportation about Trump. The Trump administrator in talks to send Venezuelan gangs member to El Salvador prison. So like,
You know,
from Cali,
Yeah.
he's a big anti-Christ. He's even said it himself, hey, he forgives, but I don't. You know, he forgives, I don't. And he's like, they even told there's people in there that are innocent. You know, that's a casualty of war.
Yeah.
You know, young people that go in there.
Hey, 'cause
They're in
that's
talks. That's
Yeah.
that same spirit from that same chapter we were talking about in Genesis 27. Hey, if I can, anytime I can get my hands on the Jake to slain, yeah, man, it feels good. It feels good in their spirit to take us out.
Oh hell yeah.
And here's the best part: the 2/3 deserve to be taken out. That's what you was reading about that red horse.
Because they love their life.
Exactly. Because they love their life more than they love their Heavenly Father.
Exactly.
You know? And the difference is that standard will be set up for the elect because we love Yahweh Shem Shai more than our own lives, even unto death.
Man, that spirit of that red horse gonna trickle down to the lower level.
Yeah,
So
so
you're gonna get your race wars.
Yep.
They're already turning up. The Edomites, they're big, pumped up with pride right now. You know, they feel like America's back. We're back. That's the sentiment. You know. So they got their men in office, and they're very emboldened to actually, hey, say what they've always been wanting to say and do to Jake.
Okay.
You know, we don't like you. Hey, you know, we want. Hey, put us up to us, we can take you out. You know. And that's like it's beautiful because a lot of our people thought they were part of the system and they could their vote matter.
Yeah. You pay taxes.
You know.
You fought in your wars.
Yeah, we're citizens.
Yeah.
Still, we don't give a fuck about that, man.
We stood up for your flag.
If you had used,
We said our pledge of allegiance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Them motherfuckers out there right now marching and protesting in LA and New York. For what? Y'all niggas is doing nothing but what Judah used to do for civil rights. Marching and hoping Esau will throw you a bone. He gonna throw you a bone, all right. He gonna throw you that MOTB.
Hey, it ain't work for
Esau
us.
he don't respect all that marching shit. He don't respect
He don't
that.
respect that.
That's why shit doesn't really change.
It ain't work for Judah.
Y'all niggas stand out there all day in the cold, in the heat. It don't matter. Nothing's gonna get accomplished.
And
They're
sending
gonna
drones over with the facial recognition.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah.
And who was that? Was it Trump or Biden that he I think it was no, it wasn't the president. I think it was what's the name of that the governor of Florida? DeSantis.
Yeah.
I think he put out a decree or a law that allowed for people to run over protesters.
Yeah.
So some of them conservative countries, they don't give a fuck about that marching shit.
Yeah. You got the anti-protest bill too.
Yeah, anti-protest bills. And what Esau do is he'll be slick and he'll send some agent provocateurs in the midst of your demonstration. It could be a peaceful protest, but it could turn into a violent one because he's sending provocateurs.
It's gonna be a bunch of what's a dude named Kyle Rittenhouse? Yeah. It's gonna be a bunch of those out there.
And then Esau can throw the narrative. Look, they're violent. Look, they're sowing chaos. Look, they're looting stores right now. Look what they're doing.
Guns, the bricks out front.
And Esau put the law. You say it's a law. You can run your niggas over. So in actuality, they may be questioned. They may even spend the night in jail, but they're not gonna face any charges for mauling you Jakes down.
Right. While Jake is wasting their time marching and whatever, this man is mobilizing his troops, man.
Yeah.
Okay. He's locking this place down. Soon there's not gonna be no leaving and no coming in. You know, he's got thousands of troops moving across the border.
They deporting, but people still coming in. It's not like they just put a padlock on the borders, on the gate. You still got people coming in, flowing in, while they give you the illusion that they're deporting, and they are deporting people. But you still, so it's just a big a ball of confusion, you know. Where Esau think he's making the world think, or American citizens think that he's doing one thing, but at the same time he let motherfuckers still in. You know, and they gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna do, but you know.
So he's right now. He's using his sword through setting up these false flags. That's another way he's using his sword. He got the world thinking right now that these planes are just mysteriously falling out the sky. Ain't no fucking way in hell. And then he already had a group that he was gonna have blamed for the whole shit. This nigga came out automatically, DEI, that's the reason why they're not hiring the suitable people to control the airspace. You know, so because of these harmful policies, you know, we need to make a change. So what? You gonna blame Jake?
Right.
Nah. And then you look at the witnesses and the footages, man, this shit, come on, man. The one in Philly, that shit like a straight up missile attack.
Yeah, I was really saying, man, bro.
Come on, man.
The angle didn't look right.
It didn't look right.
Hell no.
Yeah.
There was no spiraling.
No.
There was no.
Well,
Yeah.
the wings didn't show up on the clearly show up. You know what I
Right.
mean, not to say that they wasn't there, but
And then they showed like
the way it looked on the ground.
they showed that
Crater.
it was like a big ass crater in the ground.
Yeah.
That looked like that usually happens when a missile hits,
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
a rocket or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said that the car
could've been a
blew
plane.
burnt up. They like disintegrated.
It could have been a. It could have been a.
down.
Uh,
It did
uh,
nosedive. That shit came at an angle.
yeah, it could have been a bomb in the plane.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
Plane
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, and just
Drone.
yeah, drone. Yeah.
Something armed like that. Just like that old helicopter, man. That one looks suspicious too.
Yeah.
And that's what they were saying. Like they was like, well, how could it be? You know how people come out the woodworks with all their theories. Oh well, how you didn't how come you didn't see it right there? It's a big ass light on the plane.
Yeah.
It just took off.
They
You
gotta-
should be able to see that.
Nah, the planes got lights on the wings. They got a big ass beacon light on the top and the bottom that's flash. As soon as they turn on the engine, that motherfucker flash.
We
so
can see the light.
Right.
We can see that light from the camera way across the river somewhere else. But they don't see it. They flying in the air. And the only thing you gotta look for is other lights in the air.
nah, I go ahead, bro.
So, like, I got a precept. Wisdom of Solomon 1:9. You know, this is the time when Esau is being found out, man.
Yep.
And anything this man do, you got to question it.
Hell yeah.
It's not just us questioning it in the spirit. It's fucking other people questioning that don't have the spirit of the Lord.
Exactly.
That's how tacky this man is getting, man. Wisdom of Solomon 1:9. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his word shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Investigations are, are being played out, man. You know? Now you go on X, man. Hey,
Yeah.
this man, he can't do shit without people questioning him, man. Shit, he's getting real tacky, of his operations that he be doing, man. You know?
I got a quick
Like something that was an eye opener about that the Philly crash. They said that the flight departed at 6:06
Yeah.
p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the people that boarded it was 6 people.
Yeah, what
You
was
can't
it?
make this up.
It was on runway what?
The other one
Yeah.
from DC, they was on their way to runway 33.
Yep. We know occultic numbers.
But
And then they said, 67 people died?
Yep.
but
13.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
those
think-
are the numbers right there.
They say it was 60 engines, 60 medical units that showed up.
Bro.
But if you saw that, I only see it live, but I saw the live coverage. If you saw the rescue, they didn't have no lights on the water, nothing. They got helicopters with big ass lights that
Yeah.
chase niggas all around when they want, or what is it, high speed chase?
Yep.
They couldn't bring a few helicopters to splash a light to try to find survivors.
Right.
Right.
That's what they do. Search and rescue.
You know what I mean? They got it wasn't no Coast Guards
Yeah.
because they got flashlights that go big as hell now, so you couldn't. Now, and it was
You
just
can buy
like
shit off Temu,
Right.
on Amazon, but you can't get a bright that.
right. So they was they was just out there bullshitting, acting like they was searching for somebody, but they wasn't. They didn't. Man, Esau getting sloppy.
Yeah,
Bro,
That's the point.
he started the Euro slop.
Man.
That New Orleans shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the fucking cyber truck in front of the Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Sloppy.
He started the Euro sloppy, man. So and I was just setting the stage
Yeah.
for what type of year this was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all kind of
Yeah,
crazy
it's
psyops that they're gonna be running.
the boat.
And that's why the scriptures, we always bring it out. You gotta stay circumspect. The scriptures say, walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. And evil, he's going all out. He don't even care at this point. He know that his time is short, so he just gonna go all out.
That's right. When you do a task and you do it all quick and shit, you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's what Esau's doing right now, because his time is
Yeah.
short.
Yeah. What you got? Let me read this right quick. Back to what he was talking about.
Micah 2.
Yep. It said, because what you read was in Wisdom of Solomon, right?
One day.
Yeah, it's talking about
Investigation.
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Right. And the reason why people are able to give Inquisition because they're starting. There's so much information coming out, right? Which is this Daniel 12:4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end." That's how we know this is the end because the book is now open. The seals of understanding are now open with this book. And it says, "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." This internet is pushing knowledge so fast that people, as soon as you question it, you don't forget your question before the information, you can bring it up on your phone. Before, when it was a newspaper, they had time to rewrite it from the angle, from their narrative.
Yeah.
Now, it's just coming out so fast. And there's, what they say, pictures. A picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yeah, the
And
video.
then I heard
Worth 1,000 words.
one picture is worth 1,000 words, but then they also say video is worth 1,000 pictures.
Hey, when 9/11 happened, you
Yeah.
know, you thought, it was motherfucking
Yeah.
Arab terrorists.
Yep.
But the internet wasn't that big back then.
Exactly.
You know, they didn't really have the social media out. Now,
You want those smartphones then?
yeah, Esau fucking do some shit one day, shit the next day. People own that shit, man.
That
Dissect
night,
it, break it
that
down.
night they only like
Right,
that.
right,
This
right.
shit look fake.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And they record it.
It's government. Shadow
Mhm.
government.
Yeah.
That was it.
Just add to that, Obadiah verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Yep.
How are his hidden things sought up?
And it's funny. A lot of the breakdown of that Jake come with it. It's the sinew in the skin, but they don't have the breath though. So they can see funny shit. They can see conspiracies and all of that, but they don't have the
They
answers.
can't filter it through the
Right.
scriptures.
They don't have the
That's
breath.
where we come in at.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, why this man is doing what he's
Yeah.
doing.
They can't.
And what's the end game and the whole salvation and all of that too.
They can't pinpoint the antagonist.
Yep.
They can't. You know, they think they'll blame everything else, but the person who's actually doing it.
It's
Person in
governor
control.
such and such. No, you small beans with that. Let's go higher up.
And this is why he wants complete censorship of the internet. You know, he wants to take away anonymity,
Yep.
and so people can identify who they are on the internet
Yeah.
to see what all this information is spreading through.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's gonna be also like
they're gonna eventually make it to where you gotta identify yourself. You might have to even pay a fee.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
To verify your
Yeah.
profile.
To continue to be use these platforms. You know, but they'll be able to pinpoint and see what type of information you're putting out there, so that they can keep their eyes on you.
Let me
Because Esau he believes in that no snitching rule when it comes to him.
Yes.
You know how niggas in the streets like no snitching. Esau he believes in that because that's the reason why he wants to shut you up.
Yep.
When every time you point out some shit he's doing, he wants to shut you up.
And if it wasn't truth, he wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But when it's truth, he's like, hold on.
Or he'll send some people to suicide you,
Oh yeah.
like we've seen over the years.
Yep.
Every time an insider, a whistleblower, a person that was on the inside come out and spill some information that wasn't supposed to come out, all of a sudden
Hey,
found dead.
the guy from Boeing, and he said, if they say I commit suicide, I would never commit suicide. He wrote a letter.
Right.
And then what happened?
Commit suicide.
They say he committed suicide.
Right.
And no one cares. No one. That shit is swept under the rug. You move on. But not when it comes.
Because you have no authority to stop
Right,
it,
right.
to challenge. You don't have an army. You don't have nothing. There's no penalty. Now they'll bring them up in the congressional hearings, and they'll question people real tough. We'll be like, yeah, but
Yeah.
nothing happens. They
Yeah.
all go home. Nobody goes to jail after that shit.
We'll revisit this issue later.
Right.
And never come up.
I want the,
And see what Esau, he's arrogant. He'll use controlled opposition to bring forth some truth.
Yep.
So you'll think that okay, this person is credible, but Esau actually is using just to see what audiences are gravitating to these type of individuals.
Yeah, like a Candace Owens.
Like the Candace Owens and people like that.
The Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Joe Rogan.
Tucker Carlson.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. I want to make a quick.
But they'll make it. But if you go too far,
Yeah.
because you're not being controlled, they'll make an example out of you. Gonzalo Lira, y'all remember him? He was a dude that was he was breaking out what was really going on with that Ukraine war. He was basically telling the truth, like, nah, don't listen to Western media. I'm over here in Ukraine. This is what's really happening. And he wasn't safe after that.
Yeah.
And then they took him as a hostage, and then somehow he got freed, and he was able to start reporting again. Then next thing you know, he was found missing again. Then they found him dead. He didn't make it.
Well, they've killed like hundreds of journalists in Gaza.
Come.
All right.
Hell yeah.
That basically they're reporting like, hey, there's a fucking with the G side word, man, that the Geno going on here.
Yep.
Like the world needs to see this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Ethnic
those
cleansing.
journalists, they get bombed too.
You know what? When you think about it, that's why they put out that fake ceasefire, so the media could move away from it.
Yep.
Say, like, oh, ain't nothing going on no more. We don't need to worry about it.
Never stop.
And it never stopped. That was just Satan Yahoo, you know, putting that narrative out there, like, oh yeah, you know, it's no peace yet, but we're gonna work towards peace. Like, nah, they're gonna wipe them out completely and take their land, our land.
That's it.
Real quick, Isaiah 59 and 15 in the NLT. It says, yes, truth is gone, and anyone who renounces evil is attacked. The Lord looked and was displeased to find there was no justice. So you come out and you renounce this devil's wicked agenda, you're making yourself a target. You know?
So we're targets.
Yeah. The Lord said that we're gonna, you know, because of the witness, because of the testimony, that's why we're gonna be brought before governors and kings. And, you know, they're gonna try to persecute us, and some of us, they're gonna behead us, and all these different things, man.
Right.
Because we don't fear death. So we just come out. They know that they can't put a muzzle on us. All they can really do is either try to scare us to not do what we're doing, or they're gonna physically have to come and remove us. That's the only options that they got, because they can't buy us. We're not compromised. They can't you know, come approach us with a bag and a contract.
Right. Yeah.
You can't do that to the Lord's prophets.
The true
You can do it to the
prophets.
sellouts, the fake, the hirelings, but you can't do that to the true men of the Lord.
Yeah, just like Apostle Cabaro is stressed, man. You gotta know what you're involved in, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is life and death right here, man.
Literally.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, you was gonna say something.
And right now we're seeing that the times that we're in right now, it's more clear than ever that this is a very serious, super serious thing that we're in right now into. You know, it's not a time to play games or take it lightly. No, this devil he's setting it up.
They brought out the scripture, 2 Peter 3. What manner of person are you to be in holy conversation?
Yeah.
Once you get in it, ain't no getting out of it. You in this thing.
You on file.
Yeah.
Whether you came in for 2 months and said, all right, I don't. Well, you Esau knew what videos you was watching.
You
has
clicked
all the
on
data.
something.
That's already in the database.
You listen
It's
to
funny
the
because-
videos for 4 hours.
That's it.
Hey,
You was
on
liking
this
when
verdict.
brothers was saying, yeah, we're gonna do this to Esau in the kingdom.
God.
We're
Comments
gonna choke your
dropped.
eyes out. We're gonna do this and
talking
put
about-
you in slavery.
Talk about having
You
a
was-
woman up under you.
They saw you thumb that up
Hey,
on the videos.
they watching on camera.
Yeah. They you know how you know that they have a
General,
they have an algorithm.
You like this video, bro? You're in the data
Hell
system.
You definitely in the fire.
Hey, this shit goes so deep. You know they watching you through your camera. If you watching the brother videos and your eyes dilate, they like, oh yeah, we got this thing.
Yeah.
They like that.
I was gonna say they know that what you watch because, like throughout the week, you know how they have the little YouTube shorts. It seems like brothers watch all the same videos.
Same video.
So it's like we clicking on all the same
Yep.
videos.
Creating that
So
algorithm,
we creating that algorithm. So
Hey, I
we
got
already
us.
know.
Hey, I got us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say about verifying. The thing about verifying, it was funny because That's who you're gonna see who real and who ain't when it come down to verifying. And it made me laugh because if y'all remember watching Kevin Samuels, right? He'd be like, oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you consider yourself? You can't use a 7. Well, I'm a 10. Well, Cam up.
I think they killed him.
Right.
Yeah. He's a fucking conspiracy theorist, man. Kevin Samuels, I think they killed Kevin Samuels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so.
Talking about the nigga one.
Yeah.
So he would say like, Cam up. Okay, you gonna stand on that you a 10? You gonna stand on the information you giving? Cam up. Let me see your face.
Yeah.
And let us judge to see if it's real. And then that's when all the people hang up and yeah, I thought so. You know, like it changes when you gotta put yourself out there. But our belief is in such a strong position, and we already know what the scriptures say about having this angle of belief. That what the Heavenly Father will do for us.
You're gonna have to stand on it.
Yeah, you got to prove your faith.
Esau already goes. Now you got to stand on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, cause you're gonna get taken out. Hey,
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'd rather die standing up for the Lord than. And that's what the Maccabees was talking about. Yeah, you got
I got one real quick. This is 2 Timothy 1, starting at 7. It says, "For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind."
If they kill us, they're doing us a favor. This shit sucks. Because you know, if you die in believing in this for his name's sake, you got your reward, man. Your works gonna follow you. Yeah.
Hey, I get a kick out of like just blowing up Esau's spot, man. Like making videos and just exposing his ass and just going all into it. I get a kick out of it. Like when I used to get my videos straight and my pages taken down, I used to be hyped.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is getting to his ass.
I praise you. I watch him out shower when I get a thumbs down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. This ministry is getting to these devils, man. But they gonna end up taking vocab out because he spent the last decade and he ain't been effective.
Yeah, no progress, bro.
Hey man, they growing.
He helping.
They got more people now, man.
What the hell you been doing, man?
It seems like the more you go at them, the stronger they get. They keep multiplying more and more. We're gonna have to take you out, sir.
Followers to them? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Doing your job.
It's coming to naught.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me finish this verse. It says, "Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High." So yeah, we can't be ashamed of the testimony, which is what we're gonna definitely be persecuted for.
Yeah.
Which come.
You believe that Apostle Paul?
Yeah, we have the testimony, man, which is what the spirit of prophecy. We're literally we're prophesying his kingdom out of power. We're really bringing that to pass through prophesying it, man.
Like chanting it down.
Yes.
You know?
Like Jericho.
Yep.
Yes. That's why eventually he gonna have to paint that narrative. All right, to try to get us up out of here, man.
We got a precept on that. Jeremiah 1 and 10. "See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant."
Bro, the position of a prophet, it's a very heavy position.
Yeah.
It's very high level, man.
But it yields high reward too.
Yeah. It's high responsibility.
Yeah.
Because
It's fearful too.
Yeah.
Because if you don't prophesy, if you don't do what the Lord told you to do, the Lord showed examples of what he do to a prophet that don't follow through on his instructions.
Put you in hell.
Hey, also, what's your quote? You came with a quote about who gets called into this.
Yeah, the worst in there.
Yeah,
you know,
Love and those that he
and he really despises.
Those that the Lord hates and those that the Lord really loves, he calls you into this.
Yeah, the ones he really
You're
loves.
called to condemnation or salvation, one or the other.
When you get pulled in, that's the scary part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cause he either really love me or he really hate me. And he hates you so much, he'll make you believe he love you the whole time to the very end. Let you catch him missing.
That's scary.
Woo.
Yeah.
So that's why you I don't want to say tread lightly, but yeah, man.
Take it serious.
Yeah. Be serious. Be sincere. You know, it's better. What it say? It was better that you had not known.
Yeah.
Tested the heavenly gift. It's better you didn't know. It's better that you were that thou were cold rather than lukewarm. Yep. You got something?
Proverbs 26 and 28. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. And that especially applies to us, because there's plenty of people that's afflicted by this man's lying, but it's different when we have answers. We telling this man what he's gonna do next. We have a solution to what he's doing. You know, everything that the brothers are speaking on is coming to pass slowly but surely. So it's like, you know, this man is he's not just like he's just telling a lie. He's benefited from the lies that he's told. His deceit. Through his deceit, he was able to come into power.
Bro, he showing you his hatred. He came into office already blaming the tribes. We're gonna blame them on those fires. They're starting those fires. We gotta get them out of here.
Yep.
Oh, that plane crashed because you had some DEI hires that decided to hire somebody that was mentally slow or something. But this is a policy that actually benefits the people on this sign. So they're responsible.
Yeah.
He's pulling a Nero. He started that fire in Rome and then blamed it on Jake.
Every time he wants to go to war with someone, or whether it be a nation or a group of people, he has to blame them for something.
He has to lie on you.
He has to paint them as the enemy and get the support, the backing of the rest of the people to feel like, okay, yeah, well, let's go get him. You know?
Yeah, Nero laid it up to the siege of Jerusalem in 67 AD. And I was under the Emperor's Vespasian. You know, two sons, Titus Domitian. You know?
So like, based off what y'all brothers is saying, like this brother was mentioning earlier, how pretty much Esau, he's mimicking the Most High in the way that he's doing things, and how he wants to justify himself in persecuting pretty much the whole nation of Israel. But the Most High got him in a trick bag. I'm going to go back to this, read a verse up. Verse 27, it says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
Where you at, Sirach?
Proverbs 26. Because this man, you know, how he's trying to justify himself and coming down on us, the Lord is letting him do this so that he can be justified in coming down on Esau. So he's in a trick bag.
Right. Was that get us Psalms 21? Psalms 21, I think it's like around the 10th or 11th verse. Because all of their devices is aimed at the tribes. You know, he keeps trying to dig that pit for us to fall into. But ultimately, it's going to continue to backfire because he must have forgot where the apple of the Lord's eye.
Verse 11.
11.
They intended evil against you. There's Psalms 21 and verse 11. It says, maybe I should read up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, I'll start at verse 9. It says, thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. The fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform.
Yes. They devise these wicked, evil agendas and plans, but the Most High is the one who's in control. You know, and that's what and that's where their pride fucks with their head. They forget that they're not really completely in control. The Most High is. You're only gonna go so far with your agenda, but then the Lord, His will still stands. You know. So anytime He tries to pin anything on us, the Lord showed throughout history what He can do. You know?
Got a precept. We got a couple. There's a Psalm 7 and 16. It's like, I'm gonna start up at 15. It says, he made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. And when you read that in the NLT 16 verse, it says, the trouble they make for others backfires on them. The violence they plan falls on their own.
Wickedness
Bro.
always leads to destruction.
Right.
So when you push out wickedness, it's gonna come back to
He's
you.
gonna meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like Trump, a lot of these idiot patriots, they thinking what Trump is doing right now, oh, this is real stand up.
Right.
Like he's really standing up for our country right now.
Strong
He's
leader.
He's strong. He's doing this and doing that.
It's jokes that got that idea.
But the shit he's doing is actually backfiring.
Yeah.
If he, so you're gonna put tariffs on Canada, you're gonna put tariffs on Mexico, these different countries that you actually have a trading history with, that you get imports from. You don't think that that's gonna hurt you?
Not even hurt them.
It's gonna hurt your
people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt the pockets of your citizens.
Make it harder for us.
He even said it when, in regards to those tariffs. He said, it's gonna pain. It's gonna be some pain. You know, these tariffs is gonna cause a little pain.
More?
Yeah, but it's gonna cause pain to your citizens.
Yeah, for how long?
You ain't gonna be in pain. The people under you gonna be in pain.
What is that?
That's gonna be a pain to your pockets. It's gonna be a pain for your refrigerator.
The people are already hurt.
They already was hurt.
We can't sustain another one. But, hey,
Bro, you get your tomatoes and your strawberries and your avocados and bell peppers from Mexico. You get mechanic machinery parts from Mexico.
Car parts.
Parts.
They literally make the parts down in Mexico and ship them up to Detroit to get assembled.
Exactly.
So cars are going to go up. You know?
You get your crude oil from Canada. You get crude oil also from down in South America.
Yeah.
All right, also,
But you want to slap tariffs on them because they're not going to allow you to dump a bunch of people in their country.
which that's just an excuse. There's bigger reasons behind that. He wants resources, those lands that they're not willing to give up. You know, and that's
he might try to send a paramilitary or a coup in some of these places, man.
They don't even see Trump got bankrupt 6 times, no?
So, you know,
they didn't look into that before they.
But you know why he stay on top? Know why he got it 6 times? Because he's got the paperwork figured out. Yeah, he figured the paperwork out.
See, what he thinks he's doing, he thinks this is benefiting the country, but it's actually only putting more hell on the country. You know?
So Rock 10, from the top, this in the GNT, a wise ruler will educate his people, and his government will be orderly. All the officials and all the citizens will be like their ruler. An uneducated king will ruin his people, but a government will grow strong if its rulers are wise.
What did the prophecy say? That he would destroy the wise men in Edom too. The wise men of Timor. You know?
The top one could definitely be one.
The Lord prophesied that his wise men would would perish. You know?
I had something. You still reading, Avia?
Let's do it this time.
I have Sirach 27 and 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. You know, it goes back to the precept the brother read in Psalm 7 about him, you know, digging a ditch and he's gonna fall in it. To the scripture the brother read in Proverbs 26. Same thing. This devil's doing all this mischief. It's gonna fall back on him. You know, because at the end of the day, the people, when they're going through shit, they catching hell. Who they gonna look to? Their leader. They're gonna say, "You put us in this position." And I was thinking of the precept in Job 20, where it says, "All the hand of the wicked should come upon him, going into the workers.
Yeah, the word.
So these people that really believe in this place, that have a stake in Babylon, that put all their hopes and dreams and aspirations in this place, you know, they're going to come against Babylon. They're going to come against the government eventually.
Right, because the setup that he has is they're gonna also come after the unions.
Yep.
And we know that the unions are like, you know, the backbone of America, the blue collar people, you know.
Pensions, people's pensions also.
So these people, they're used to being able to make good money here.
Yep.
Once that shit gets taken, they're gonna be mad. Okay, they're gonna be very mad.
In the movie Civil War, that's what happened. The people were betrayed by the president, and so they started trying to form. They tried to Texas and California in the movie. They seceded and became the Western forces. Like they just came their own countries. They were gathered together. It was a flag with 2 stars on it. Basically, they broke off from the United States, and then here's the crazy part. And then he didn't leave office. Like the people wanted him out, but he suspended it. So he may end up, and he said it himself. He said, "This will be the last time you vote."
Oh yeah.
So he may just keep himself in there, but at the end of that movie, they assassinated him, which we know the Simpsons predicted he'd be assassinated.
Yeah.
Not going off what the Simpsons say, but just taking their left hand and seeing, you know, if things line up.
Right, because Trump is just he's just a pawn at the end of the day for the elite. You know, they could get rid of him also.
Yeah.
They've done it before.
Yeah.
They've actually gotten rid of presidents. You know, on camera.
Yeah.
Man, treacherous like that. You know, all he cares about is his agendas being fulfilled. And once that agenda is fulfilled, if you don't have no need for you no more, if that's the reason, I mean, if that's the way he wants to get rid of you, then that's what he gonna do.
You just read in Sirach 10?
I read Sirach 27:27.
Did you read Job?
No, I didn't read Job. I just quoted it.
You want to read it?
Yeah, I can
Unless
get
you
it.
got something else.
I had to appreciate it.
You got
Oh, you
something.
still hold something.
Yeah, that was I'm gonna finish out Psalm 7:16 in NLT. It says, "The trouble they make for others backfires on them. The violence they plan falls on their own heads." Yep. And then this is another precept. This is Psalms 10 and 2. I'm gonna read this in the NLT as well. It says, "The wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. Let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. For they brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse the Lord." And that was the point.
Yep.
Oh, Salak, it's more. It says, "The wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead."
Going back to what you said about they forget where they got their power from.
Right, even though they have the book, they hate the instructions that come in the book.
Yeah.
Right.
That are of how to rule a people, man.
They just want the power from the book.
Yeah.
Like in that, what was in that movie?
Book Eli.
Book Eli.
Yeah.
Carnegie.
Yeah.
Let's just have the words, because these words are a weapon.
Yeah.
They got power. They'll listen to whatever we say,
not just
as
some
long
book.
as we say it with the words of the book.
It's not just some book.
Got it.
That's all Esau wants. He just wanted to rule and control with it. But he doesn't want to do what it says.
Hey, using the analogy of the movie, what happened? He got the book, but he was about to die. Half his army that he had his power to enforce the book with was gone. And none of it was gonna be. And he couldn't read the book.
Yeah.
He's actually trying to come up with the technology to escape the judgment, to free himself from the bonds of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
Yep.
From the reality, from this reality. He's trying to escape the reality that the book has written about him, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how deep this goes. Yeah?
Whole book
I
is
read
empty.
down
Real quick, Psalms 2.
13.
Yeah, Psalms 2, and I'll start at 1. and this is in the NIV. It says, "Why do the nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain?" It says, "The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their chains and throw off their shackles." In other words, like, we're not going to be in bondage to their God. We're not going to do what he tells us to do. We're going to do our own will. And that's why it says in the next verse. Let me read the next verse.
Yep.
It says, "The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them."
Yep.
But on both sides, like, they really believe their own bullshit.
Right.
Yep. That's why
Like, y'all really think I'm not in control? All right, bet.
That's why they're trying to search out the heavens and the depths of the sea as well.
Exactly.
They're trying to cover all bases.
And the Lord got their ass nervous because the chariots every now and then show up.
Yep.
And they get, terrified, shaking in their boots.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Hey,
now we
don't
gotta
know
have
what that
a meeting at the Pentagon about this because we scared. We trying to figure this out. And Most High laughing. He toying with y'all because he getting ready to show y'all something, man.
It made me think you got something. Huh?
I'm saying he could keep going.
Yeah. He gonna keep. So let me say this right quick before he continues. It made me think of in Genesis 27. He said you should take the shackles from off their neck. Take the shackles from off their neck. Matter of fact, can somebody grab that for me? Genesis 27. When Isaac got the blessing, might be like 37, 38, somewhere in there.
27.
Genesis 27:37.
Yep.
We'll start 36. And he said, "Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times."
So he really feels he got cheated. Even though the prophecy was for this to go down this way.
Even though 2 chapters prior to that,
Right.
he said he despised the birthright.
Exactly. But that's his point.
Yeah.
His narrative that never comes up in his narrative.
No.
He never brings that part to mind that, hey man, you didn't even want this thing.
When Isaac and Esau and Jacob was in the womb, he said the elder shall serve the younger.
Yep. Prophecy.
And even Paul broke it down. Back in Romans 9, before they either did good or
Before the children yet being born.
before they was even born, before they did good or evil.
And in some Bibles, they got right by that verse, they have Hebrews 12 and 16,
Yeah.
the precept
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
So, it
You know that go there.
and I was reading that, I saw that in the Catholic Bible where they precept that shit. I mean that verse.
Yeah.
That show you that he had no integrity too.
Right.
They made a contract. I don't know if they shook hands or how they did it, but it was a
Gave his
verbal
word.
contract.
Yeah.
Gave his word.
Yeah.
He said, swear to me this day.
Yeah.
And he swore unto him. And then therefore he despised his birthright.
You gotta have the actual intention of following through.
Right.
He took
He thought, I was say he thought he Yaquab Jacob.
Yeah.
He was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna still get it though. Like, nah. Yeah. It's
He
like,
took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing.
Like they were separate. You got it.
And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
Yeah, so what can you do? Ain't nothing left to give.
it's done. It's already
It's like
happened.
it's too late. I gave him everything. And that's what he's gonna cry about it, go ahead.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him.
Yep.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
And then left.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to...
So like, what is fatness?
Right.
Or the resources. That's why this devil feels so entitled that he's willing to go to war over.
Yep.
he doesn't have to stake claim to that country. But if you want them resources,
Yep.
you gotta
I'm supposed to have them.
you gotta come up out of that.
Yeah.
My
Or
forefather
we're
gave
gonna
me
go
this.
to war.
My forefather gave me this from God.
Yeah.
It's my what manifest
My
destiny
family, yeah, manifest destiny.
that I'm supposed to have this. Yeah.
That's why he came over here to the Americas and did what he did.
Felt no way about it.
This is my blessing.
Yeah, Esau got the gold mines, he got the silver mines,
Diamond mines.
yeah, all of them.
All the precious minerals, because Esau understands what real riches is.
Yeah.
They understand that these minerals, precious metals, they're what runs the world.
Livestock.
You know, yeah,
Liquid gold,
yeah.
oil.
Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
So Salaki, before we move too far from that fatness, that's why they possess all the lands that have water resources around.
Yeah.
We just saw what they did in California. This motherfucker got one plot of land that controls if the water will flow south to the Southern California, knowing that they always talk about drought down there. But he got control to say, nah, I'm gonna just keep watering my almond fields and shit like that. You know?
The pomegranate.
So that's him owning the fat of the land. Then he could open it up, but then he gonna blame some spell. It was funny. Trump was like, some spell. Who cares about the spell, man? Who cares?
Yeah, the Hebrew word for fatness is mashaman. Alright, which means fatness, fat piece, fertile place,
Fertile place.
richly prepared food, oil, olive oil,
Yep.
stout, vigorous, fertile spots or places.
Yep. Because it's not a coincidence that the most fertile places have oil or water resources right around there, and that's exactly where he be wanting. What is he trying to get his hands on now in the Middle East? The Fertile Crescent, the most fertile land on Earth. Now that's a chessboard piece. Why he want that?
I actually looked up the meaning for the term living off the fat of the land.
Yeah.
It says living off the fat of the land is an idiom meaning to live well without having to work hard to get the things you need. It refers to having the best of everything or living
Yep.
off the surrounding abundance.
Souls of men as well.
No, you got.
Yeah, souls of men as well.
Yep.
Because Esau don't go in the mines and he don't dig for oil himself. He uses us to do it.
Right.
You know? He
Labor.
use slaves.
Yeah, labor.
There you go.
There's a little more on
Verse 40, Genesis 27 and 40, and it says, and by thy sword thou shalt live and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And that's the point right there that you was talking about, and what you read. Okay, he got the yoke off his neck. Now he gonna try to make sure that yoke never comes back on his neck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure that he keeps the yoke on our necks. And how does he do it? Look, God, look what they're doing.
Revelations,
Accuse him day and night.
There you go.
Revelations,
There you go.
12 and 10.
Really setting up the trap.
Yep. Yeah, but he's setting it up even to that point. You know, like the Heavenly Father don't see what he's doing. So that's just crazy because the Heavenly Father got him deceived. He got him deceived in a sense that he don't even consider that the Heavenly Father's watching his moves and what he's making happen. All the destruction. Hey, think about it. If our what it said in Ezekiel 35, when our calamity had an end, he forwarded the affliction. He kept it going perpetually. All right.
Yeah,
So
hatred.
our punishment's over. Tell us who we are. You know, let us go back and rule the world. You still our big brother, and then let's live that way. But I mean, that wasn't the plan. But instead of him trying to set that up, what did he do? Now keep them down, keep our foot on their necks. Matter of fact, go harder. Matter of fact, let's consult. What did it say in Psalm 62? They consulted together with one consent that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. And then they took on the identity and took the book from us. So all of this stuff, the Heavenly Father's watching them.
And he think that the Most High don't see that he's trying to get rid of Jacob to take on the birthright back onto himself.
Yep.
he's tried so many methods to take Israel out, and he failed every time. You know, that's why we call him Wild E Coyote.
Yep.
Because he done set so many traps for so long, hoping that he can, you know, overtake us.
Yep.
Because like it says in Sirach 12, lest he take thy seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wants to take the blessing.
Yeah. You know how
He wants the position of being the bestower of that blessing, the birthright.
I was gonna say, you know how you get the comparison to Wile E. Coyote. You know, Wile E. Coyote, he crash out every to try to get the Roadrunner. That's how Esau's doing. He crashing out right now.
Yeah, trying to get Jake.
Trying to get Jake.
And the best aspect of it is he always talking about his own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the crack cocaine epidemic. She fucked our people up. They got fucked up. But your people got on that coke.
Yeah.
No. Opioids.
They got on those oids.
Oids.
Later down the line, they got on the Oxycontins and fentanyl,
and meth.
crystal meth. That fucked y'all up even probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause it was on Jake for like, you know.
Because they tried to wage war on drugs after putting it on Jake's doorstep.
Yeah.
But then it got into the hands of E, and
He was like, this is what we've been missing?
and it fucked E over, man.
Man, I love to watch those before and after pictures of E.
Yeah.
Before meth and after meth.
Man.
Oh, them motherfuckers look like zombies, man.
Yeah, man.
But you know, they did to our people. They sat there and they laughed. They profited off of, like you said, the war on drugs.
Yeah, they told Jake,
Yeah.
just say no.
Just say no. Barbara Bush, all of this bullshit out here. People, you know, they push this whole narrative that, you know, you got to help these people. All these, you had police. Everyone's on this. You know, everyone was profiting off Jake. Yeah, churches were working with gangs and drug addicts.
Private prison industry.
All that shit.
Yep.
And
Law enforcement.
yeah, hell yeah. They were sending their kids to colleges off overtime because of raids and gang violence.
Yep.
Why would they want to make sure that we're actually like doing good and not doing crime and you know selling drugs? They wouldn't need law enforcement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, drugs. Cocaine was found in the White House. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, this last presidency.
Hunter Biden was on crack. Crackhead.
Yeah, crack, bro.
Exactly.
County war.
Your dad's the president. You on crack.
Yeah. His son on crack.
And it was and it deceived them because they seen how the drugs hit Jake, but Jake is different, man. Jake is stronger.
Yeah, crack.
You know? Yeah,
Obama smoked crack.
Yeah, no.
We never forgot about that.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
man.
in the limo with
in
the
limo.
Yeah, with the one dude.
Yeah, with the Larry Sinclair dude.
Yeah, the Mo.
But drugs look. Jake made drugs, being a drug addict, look good. Like it looked all right. But then you see a mere mortal get on drugs, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta stop this.
We gotta do something
We gotta
about
do
this.
something about this. It didn't look good.
Remind me of that movie Traffic.
Yeah.
Where you know they was
Till it hit home.
till it hit home.
Yep.
It's
That's when they got a problem.
and it's hitting home because you don't hear about these Edomite kids going into rehab, but they motherfuckers is in rehab. They ODing, all of that shit.
Right.
You know.
See, and these were all different avenues he took to try to get rid of us. And that shit all was backfiring.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You read that.
It all
Yeah.
backfired.
I got more on
Planned
it.
Parenthood.
Psalms 10.
Yeah.
Our women aborted a lot of Jake,
Yep.
but we still, the population still, it didn't reduce. We still going strong. We still here. And now, come to find out, Edomites, you're reproducing at a lower rate than everybody else.
Was that right? You Planned Parenthood. Now y'all naturally ain't producing. Was that Dave Chappelle said that just right now? Is that him that
No,
said
that was
it?
one. That's not precept.
Yeah, lower level Edomites, they catching hell with feminism, man.
Yep.
It was earlier shit. I was at the store and shit and seen an Edomite woman, you know, screaming at her husband and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
I wish I would have
She was
recorded it.
She was giving it to him. Like, what the
This
fuck?
nigga woman is cussing the shit. Hey, I gotta tell y'all this shit was crazy. The nigga woman was with a white man. He might have had a little money. He was like, "Why you so ghetto? You always call me ghetto because you like ghetto bitches." I was like, "Damn, this is get out." Right when I went to pull my phone out, he was like, "People are looking. I don't give a fuck." He felt the curse of that nigga woman on his ass though. For real. I mean, I was like, "Damn."
She said,
right when I realized
you like ghetto bitches.
because you like ghetto bitches.
Good for him.
Yeah, feminism curse.
Shit fall back on him.
Yeah, he started this mess.
Yeah.
You started it, man. But really, I'll say the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
They was the one who set up that whole movement, and they used CIA
Yep.
and grew these people up, and they became like figures to lead this movement on. And it fucked these women's heads up.
Yeah,
And now to this day, look at the mess now.
Hey, it's even feminism over there in Dubai.
Yep.
You know, on Netflix, they got this short. They got this like series called I think it's Dubai Bling or some shit. Well, the rich ass Ishmaelites over there in Dubai and shit, and their fucking wives, man, they're fucking they like American woman over here, but with an Arab twist to it.
Yeah.
With a, you know,
Okay.
they act ghetto as fuck too, man.
That Babylonian
The
Jews.
Babylonian ones, man. That's why I say Dubai is like the Las Vegas of the Arab world. Man.
It's nothing but another sin city.
Yeah, you know, but Arab twist, Muslim twist on it.
Brother got more.
You got something right, Brian?
African show, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigeria. What else? South Africa.
South Africa.
It's Nigeria too. Shit.
That's
Yeah,
Jake too.
the internet didn't help the world. It didn't help I mean, with this truth it did, but it didn't, as far as sharing how bad Americans got it, it didn't help the world like that. You got more.
Yeah, this is back in Psalms 10. NLT. It's shit. This is verse 3. It says, for they brag about their evil desires, they praise the greedy and curse the Lord. The wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them.
And they're not in trouble as other men, right? They're able to just prosper with their enterprise, see their plans fall into, come to fruition. But Jake can't rub two nickels together without dropping one of them. You got it?
It says, they sneer at all their enemies. They think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tips of their tongues.
He thinks his wealth and his military power, the sword basically, that's what's going to keep him secure. He trusts that. He really believes that that's going to shield him from the Most High. Who gave him that power and that wealth? But he thinks that's going to shield him from the Most High judgment. Come on, bro. He really believes that.
Yeah.
So he believes that he's going to be in position of dominancy basically for all of eternity. That's the pride of his heart, deceiving himself. You know?
Yep. This 8 is
When you reach the highest you can go, there's nowhere else to go but down. It happens to that's the cycle of life. You know, time and chance happens to them all. Esau, he done had multiple chances.
That's
Yeah,
why-
multiple times, man.
Well,
You had the
said-
Greeks, you had the Romans, and then you
the rebirth.
had a half of a century from this time.
Hey, when you look at it,
Sorry, I said half a century, half a millennium.
you have millennium. Hey, when you look at the heathen that ruled over us, go back to like Judges and all of that, 40 years, 70 years.
20
Yeah,
years, 25 years.
Egypt had 400.
Yeah.
And that ain't close to what this man did have. This man done got some rules. Putting all them together, he done got a nice chunk of rules. This is the little season of half a millennium.
The favor be shown to the wicked, yet will not learn righteousness.
Yep.
this man, he looks at his past, you know, his people ruling in the past, and instead of trying to do better, he try to outdo them. He like, okay, well, this is where they messed up. This is why they got brought out of power. We ain't gonna do that this time. This man is wicked, but that's his nature. He wasn't programmed to do good.
You said it. Yeah. They already know what the play is. I gotta get this birthright back, and I gotta slay Jacob. That's what's in their heart forever. I gotta get this done. Oh, you got more, right?
This is verse 8. It reads, they lurk in ambush in the villages, waiting to murder innocent people.
It's the system that's setting up the ambush now. The system has the ambush set up now. Okay, every avenue, just the fact that the police profile, that's part of ambush. Going into these courthouses, ambush. You think the judge gonna give you the same thing if you don't come in there with the secret handshake? Just when you walking in with your skin color, gonna get a different judgment. You got it, bro.
The way he's approaching the buildup of this MOTB infrastructure is really like an ambush.
Yeah.
The way he's been doing it. I'm gonna do all these terrorist attacks, all these spills, you know, plane crashes.
I'm gonna funnel everybody into this MOTB.
Yeah. I'm an engineer of famine. You know. This is an ambush. Talking about in LA.
Anti-ICE protesters shut down the 101 freeway in LA.
I saw that.
And
Atlanta. Earlier out there protesting.
They're about to do one in Tampa too.
Oh yeah.
What Trump gonna do about that?
He's gonna turn up this week.
Trump gonna turn up, man.
He ain't going for this shit.
He's gonna address it on his X page first, and then he's gonna have a speech, and then it's just gonna be action.
Well, he's already attacking birthright citizenship, man.
Rebellion is a sin
So
of
even if
witchcraft,
you're a
bro.
citizen, he's trying to take it away from you.
That fire about to be lit.
Yeah.
You mentioned about the stove, right?
Yeah.
That red horse about to get let loose.
I believe if that happens, if he takes birthright citizenship, okay, I do believe now that's gonna start some shit. Because you know, there's millions of people like that are not gonna like that.
And who's been we're talking about the system as you're reading, right? An ambush of the system. So who's been targeted by that system the whole time? Who's now been looked at as criminals? Because who has a criminal past? Just because you got a little reefer, yeah, that's how far back it go. A little reefer in the car, they'll give you a ticket. So that's already putting you on the books of their law system. Or they'll say you had a lot and with intent to sell. Now we've seen all of this. We see how all this is gonna put this right harder. It's gonna hit Jake harder than everybody else.
You don't even have to be real charged.
Exactly.
Put it out there.
They get to determine who and when. That's the best part of it. That's why I said with the whole system of the judges as well. You walk in the courthouse, two people with the same charge, or somebody with a lesser charge may get a harsher time.
When the scriptures say, your adversary, the devil, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, or like a lion.
Yep.
The brother was mentioning how this is like a what word you used? Like a ambush.
Yeah.
Certain lions, they have a technique where in order to get their prey, they'll scare you and you run into a direction. And that's where the ultimate threat is.
Yep.
All this shit going on right now, it's not the actual event, but they're moving people in the direction that they want them to go.
Yep.
Bro, they just caused a fucking fire in North Carolina after the Hurricane Helene flood. That's a fucking ambush.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to move you out of these areas and push you into a condensed location for a purpose, a nefarious purpose.
I was nice with the water. Now fire is like this They're demolishing it now.
Yeah.
The demolition so they can go in there and make their smart city.
I don't give a fuck about your air quality,
Yep.
how it's
Another train
affecting your respiratory system.
Yep.
I don't care about none of that. He doesn't care. Just as long as he can get his way, get closer to his new world that he desires, he don't care. Like it was that scripture in Sirach, the covetousness of the wicked drive up his soul. He don't. His love. Well, he never had love to begin with.
Right.
You know, it don't even have to wax cold. He never had love to begin with. He just had nothing but war and hate in his heart.
He had
Ever
war
since
in the womb.
ever since going back to the, you know,
Man.
going back to the garden
He
shit.
go back all year to the garden.
That enmity.
Yep.
That bold-faced lie, it said, a lie, how's it go, a lie is, a lie, how's it go about a lie is who hated those that are afflicted thereby?
Yeah,
Or
he
lying,
right, yeah.
a lying tongue.
There you go. Yeah,
Lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it.
There you go. You got more.
Okay. There's verse 9. It says, like lions crouched in hiding, they wait to pounce on the helpless. Like hunters, they capture the helpless and drag them away in nets. Their helpless victims are crushed. They fall beneath the strength of the wicked. The wicked think the Most High isn't watching us. He has closed his eyes and won't even see what we do.
Sound like that Lamech taunt.
I could just keep getting away with my crimes.
Yeah, good.
He don't see me.
This is why do the wicked, it's like it, arise, O Yahweh, punish the wicked, O power, do not ignore the helpless. Why do the wicked get away with despising the Most High? They think Yahweh will never call us to account. But you see the trouble and grief they cause, you take note of it and punish them. The helpless put their trust in you, you defend the orphan.